Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. This is a very exciting vlog. This is our Hawaii trip. So we just checked into our accommodation. I have literally been like so excited for the past 24 hours since we got on our flight from Townsville to Sydney, and then we had a layover in Sydney, which went so quick to be honest, and then we had our big flight from Sydney to Honolulu. So honestly, most of it went off without a hitch. We did actually have quite a hiccup at the check-in desk for our international flight. So we were lining up. As you guys know, when you line up for an international flight, it takes forever. And by the time we finally got to the front, the check-in guy was like, "Do you have your ESTA?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Do you have your ESTA or like your visa?" And I was like, "No, like I don't know what you're talking about." And he's just like, "Oh, well, you need that, otherwise we can't check you in." So he basically told us how to apply for one, but everything we were reading online said it can take up to 72 hours to be approved. So we were freaking out. We're both so stressed. We both applied obviously immediately, and thankfully it ended up getting approved within the hour. But in that hour, we were so stressed. Luckily we got to the check-in counter early because we had heaps of time to get it done. But the fact it could have taken up to 3 days was really stressing us out. So my entire face was red because that's my stress response. I literally just go red. John was like shaking. We were both like Googling, like trying to call the Department of Homeland Security who handle the visas. There was no contact number for calling in Australia. And it was just like so stressful. And then literally, yeah, I reckon it was about an hour after we did the application, it came through that it was approved. And we were just so relieved because we just did not know what we were going to do. We didn't know if we were even going to be able to get on the flight or come here at all. But once we got on the flight, it was actually really smooth. We did end up departing late just due to they needed to get a passenger off the plane. I wish I knew why, because obviously she did something wrong. But yeah, they literally had to get her bag off and take her off. And there was like border police and stuff like that. It was all very serious. By the time we actually took off, it was an overnight flight, and I just don't think, I know John only got like an hour of sleep. I don't think I had much either. I was probably like in and out of sleep most of the flight. So we're both very tired right now. It is 10 a.m. Hawaii time. So yeah, we just checked into our hotel and they let us check in early. She originally told us there would be an early check-in fee of $50 when we inquired, because we got to the hotel at 8 a.m. this morning. But when we just went to do our early check-in, she didn't charge us. So how good is that? So we're thinking now, John's in the shower. I'm going to, I think, have a quick shower as well, get some bikinis on, go check out the pool area, and we think we're going to go to the beach, like Waikiki Beach. So I forgot to take my vlogging camera with us to the beach today, but I'm going to insert some clips of, well, you would have just seen some clips of my phone. So we went to the beach. It was really lovely. The weather has just been so much hotter than we expected since we've been here. So we've been getting very sweaty. But we just went to this shopping center that's attached to our hotel. It's the Ala Moana Open Air Shopping Center. It's like 3 levels. It is huge. And we just wandered around that, got sweaty again. I got a Cinnabon, which I'm very excited about to have for dessert. I'll show it to you when I eat it. And then we got a whole bag of stuff from Foodland, which is one of their grocery shops here. John got this sandwich. Looks great. We got these protein bars to try. John got this one, a Quest S'mores, and I got this Go Macro peanut butter and chopped chip bar, which is vegan, and it has 11 grams of protein, so hopefully it doesn't taste like shit, because that often does happen. I got this farmer's salad, this vegan farmer's salad, to go with my dinner, but this is actually my main dinner, which is a huge slice of pizza. Like, that is the box size. It is massive. I got the farmer's pizza, so it's just vegetarian. Look at that. Yum. I'm really loving all the food options here. I got just an egg and lettuce and tuna and lettuce sandwich combo to put in the fridge for sometime tomorrow when I want a snack. And I got some fruit, which was the most expensive thing we bought. but it's worth it because I love fresh fruit. So that's it. We're going to eat our dinner and have an early night's sleep because we're going to get up nice and early and go and do the Diamond Head walk in the morning. We're up. It's 5:20. So I wanted to be leaving at 5:20 to get there at 5:30 because everything I've read has said mixed signals about how long it takes to get to the top, and I want to be at the top for sunrise. So pray for us. The sweaty glow. So it only took us 20 minutes to get to the top, but we're dying.
Don't mind that. We're just swimming.
Sweating. The sun's not even up yet. But we made it. So the last thing you would have seen would have been when we're at the crater walk. What's it called? Diamond Head. So just a hot tip with that one, if you want to go do that when you're in Hawaii, you do need to actually reserve online, which we didn't know. Thankfully, a guy that we were waiting with before the park opened actually told us. He's like, do you guys have a reservation? And I was like, no. So I just hopped online and there's like time slots which do book out. So thankfully the time slot of like the 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. slot was available because we were already there. And we'd already like paid for an Uber there and everything. So it all worked out, and it was definitely a strenuous walk. It took us about 20 minutes, I think I said that before actually, to get to the top, and we were sweaty and hot, but it was worth it. It was very pretty. And then we just went to the shops on the way home. I went to Macy's and got some denim shorts and a couple tops, and then we got dressed because we were going to go to Pearl Harbor today. That was like our activity. I've been wanting to go there since I saw the movie many years ago, just because I feel like the history of it, and it's just, I feel like when you go to places that have history like that, it's just cool to go and see it and like learn more about it. But yeah, we got there, we paid $29 for our Uber, and then it was actually closed because they had a water main leak or like explosion. I'm not really quite sure, but the water main wasn't working, so the whole park was closed. So that was annoying. And then we had to $29 Uber back to the hotel. So now we're just gonna get changed and go lay by the pool for the afternoon, I think. This is the pool area for the hotel. This is where we're gonna be for the next few hours. Good morning, guys. So it is day 4 today. It's Sunday. So we've hired a car and we're currently driving.
We're attempting to drive.
John's doing a great job. There's only been a few parts where I'm just like,
I'm gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to Kailua at the moment, which is about 20 minutes from Honolulu. For now, we've just hired the car for the day. We've got like a hybrid RAV4, which is just lovely. We were going to hire something else, but that person cancelled at the last minute, so we had to just take what we could get, because we actually booked a lunch at Turtle Bay today, which was a recommendation from one of you guys actually, and I'm excited. So that's on the other side of the island though, so we needed a car, but it was kind of nice because we have sort of looked around Waikiki and like done what we wanted to do in Honolulu, so it's nice to get out of town. And then tomorrow morning we're heading to Maui, so exciting times, but we'll take you along for the day. That was the cutest little home market, like definitely the best market I've ever been to. It was like all Instagram shops, and I got some permanent bracelets. Yeah, so they won't come off. They were like welded onto my hand. How cool is that? We got a few other things, John had the best
Please
cookie of his
proceed to
life.
the highlighted route, then the route guidance will start.
Nice. Are you gonna say what your cookie was?
I got a s'mores cookie, and I'm now trying to work out how to use a map. Go.
I got an apple crumble one, which I haven't had yet, but I am excited. But it is hot. I'm sweating after that. But yeah, they only do that market once a month, so I feel like I got super lucky. I bought some earrings as well, and we bought some like glass jars for drinks. And John got a t-shirt. All happening. So now we're gonna go check out the beach here before we start heading up to Turtle Bay, because we get to drive up the coast. So it's gonna be lots of pretty scenery, hopefully.
Gotcha.
We are about to check out of our hotel in Honolulu and we are on to Maui. So we have our flight is at 12:45, so we're going to check out of here. It's nearly 11, which is our checkout time. Then we're just going to head to the airport, check out the domestic terminal. It says we don't need to be there until like 60 minutes before, so we should have plenty of time. I thought I would give you guys a quick little room tour and my thoughts on the hotel we stayed at. So I'm just going to turn you around. So it's a very small room. So walk in, there's a cupboard, there's a little fridge, microwave, and then the bathroom's here, which is all right, nothing fancy. This was considered, I believe, a 3-star hotel when I had a look. So we had a double bed, which definitely wasn't big enough. I was hogging the bed all night. And then...
Where are you?
Yeah, according to John. We don't have a view. So this is
a car park.
We get a car park. That is because I would have much rather spend a bit less on accommodation. However, thoughts and feelings on this hotel, it's just a little bit out of the way. So Waikiki, like the main area, is like a 20-minute walk from here, and it's just far too hot to walk, so we're just like Ubering down there. There's not much around here apart from the huge shopping center it's attached to. There is a really nice pool area, but like this morning they do have like a laundry service in the hotel and like a gym and everything like that. But this morning we went to do our washing and all the washing machines were taken, so the first thing we have to do when we get to Maui is now our washing, which is annoying. But yeah, for like, it's all right. Like, it's just a small hotel room. We weren't in here very much, obviously, because we're out doing stuff. And when I'm on holiday, I would much rather spend a bit less on accommodation and more on like doing stuff, because you're not going on holiday to sort of hang out in the room the whole time. So that's my opinion. I don't think I would stay here again though, just purely because of the location. I think I would go and try and find somewhere a bit more like near the beach, if that makes sense. We are coming back to Honolulu for one night at the end of the trip. And I have no idea where that hotel is, so I'll stay tuned. I'll let you know my thoughts on that one. So we have landed in Maui. We definitely got here a bit late. Our flight was a bit delayed. So that's all right, because like by the time we get to our hotel, we'll be able to check straight in. But I'm so tired. So I just feel like I need food and a coffee and probably a nap at this point. But look at that scenery. Wait.
Me?
Not John. Damn it. It was literally just ocean there. Oh well. Anyway, not much to report. We did find the airport, the Maui airport, really funny, because when you walk to the baggage claim, it's like an outdoor area. And then they put all the bags on one carousel for so many flights. So you're standing there for so long and it's so crowded. So we found that a bit weird. Oh, there we go. I've got it. There we have a view. Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a trip trip to the other side, the east side of our island of Maui, an area just past the It
takes 2 hours, sit back, relax.
I don't have the table of non-alcoholic
really
anymore.
love to take pictures and videos.
I feel like I'm gonna spill this.
Okay, yeah.
If you're like hungry for like a meal, I could get it.
Yeah, then it's small, yeah, small calories a little bit. But where
We just got lunch. We got Venezuelan food, which I've never had before. This is jackfruit and pineapple. I can't remember what these chips are called or what they're made out of.
Yuca,
Yuca chips.
which is cassava.
And this is, what's that made of? Plantain. It's a sandwich for John. Not what I expected. Looks incredibly difficult to eat. Alright, so my verdict on the arepa, how you say it? It was nice. Very messy. I've spilt it a lot. But now I'm going to try these chippies. So these are the Yukon chips, is that what they're called?
Yuca.
Yuca.
Cassava root.
It's a root vegetable?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure what I think of it.
It's not a positive.
Good morning. It is 4:30 in the morning. I'm struggling to wake up. This is our room. We're staying at the guest house in Maui. I'll show you the room properly another time before we leave. But today we're doing the road to Hana. I fell asleep really early last night, so I feel like I'm in another planet. I mean, I'm not even speaking properly, I know that. You guys know what I mean, like when you're you've had a lot of sleep and yeah, you're just really dopey. That's how I feel. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wear these today. I got these swimmers from Dish. However, I wore them once before we left and the top is see-through. But I feel like it doesn't matter too much. Like we're only going to be swimming maybe twice today. I've looked at all the tour stops on the road to Hana. Like we're doing a self-drive tour, so we've got a little app. I don't think we're going to be actually in the water too much, so yeah. I'm excited. I'll take you guys along for the day. Sorry about how dopey I am. I'm finding like since I've been pregnant, I either have a really good sleep or I just don't. And most of the time I don't. I just can't get comfortable. It's getting to that point where it's like a struggle. I think I might need to get a pregnancy pillow when we get home. I'm just finding my back's getting a bit sore. Like I'm having to move around a lot. I can't lay on my back for too long. It's getting to that point. Like I was laying on my back at the beach yesterday reading a book and I was starting to get really sore. So yeah, like to the point where when I got up, I was like, oh, like it took me so long to get up. I felt like an old woman. But anyway, yesterday was really nice. We just had like a relaxing day because we haven't really done that yet on this trip where we just sort of chilled. I went for a walk in the morning, went to the beach, we just got food, wandered around the shops. It was really nice. We had pizza in bed for dinner and watched the mall. I brought the laptop, thankfully. So yeah, today's going to be our adventure day. It's going to be a big one because I think the tour goes for like 10 to 12 hours, it says. But we're not going to stop everywhere, it says, because some of them are just like botanic gardens and I'm not really into that. But yeah, definitely down to see some good waterfalls. Since I've been here, my cheeks are stinging. Like anytime I put anything on them, they're not, I haven't even got them, I don't know if you can see, but I haven't even got them sunburnt or anything. Whenever I put moisturizer or sunscreen, they just sting. Like right here. And I'm getting like a lot of pimples breaking out. But I don't think it's too noticeable. Oh, see, it's like stinging right now. I'm not sure what's going on, like if it's just really dry. It sucks. This is our first stop. Beautiful. We just stopped here to use the toilet, to be honest, but very pretty view. John's doing a great job of driving. He's very stressed. I'll film some of the road for you guys so you can actually see what it's like, but there's literally like a sharp turn like every 20 meters. There's like heaps of single lane bridges where we have an app that's our tour guide today.
That was it.
So that's a hot tip for you guys. We'll share the app later. You're going to the wrong side of the car.
No, I'm going to Gaski.
Oh, okay. This is the park we're at. Kumarina State Waitside. I did do the view.
On the video?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways.
You want a drink? Are you good?
I am going to have my drink. Me and Safeway yesterday literally Googling if I could drink this. It's a plant-based energy tea. Yerba mate. According to Google, I can drink this. Pregnancy safe. Anyway, so we're going to get back on the road. Let's roll.
I think I'm actually like quite a bit ahead of this.
It's our second stop done. It's just a quick stop for the view. I think a lot of the stops along the tour are just quick stops and we've already skipped a whole bunch, so this is literally the second time we've gotten out of the car. But lots more to come.
Oh, and there's Big Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear.
Stunning. So this is the entrance to the lava tube cave. It's just a little cave on the side of the road that we would never have found if it weren't for this tour app. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get out the... Maybe I should go first.
Oh, the torch?
Yeah.
Well, I'm already in here now, so. Alright, if I was more pregnant, I could not do this. Just saying.
I'm not pregnant and I can barely do it. Wow, this is cool.
This is so cool. On the tour app, he was like, don't worry, there's no bats. Alright, you go first.
Oh look, it's got like water. Water.
Yeah, water dripping.
Okay.
Just have to duck down. It's making anyone feel claustrophobic. Okay. Oh my gosh. You wouldn't get this.
People wouldn't do this hard.
Look how pretty it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're doing it, but...
I don't really know where to step from here. Little slippery rocks. In case you guys are wondering, I'm going to be throwing these shoes out when I get home. They're on their last legs. Wow. Stunning.
Do I have pizza in my mouth?
We made it to Wainapa. National Park, or State Park, I think they call it here. So the first and main attraction of this park is what I'm about to show you, which is the black sand beach. So just turn you around. I'll take you down here when we walk down, but they were saying on the guided tour that this was made from lava, which is cool. Like the ocean breaking down particles of lava to make the beach. There are heaps of people swimming and we're wearing our swimmers, but I'm unsure if we're going to actually get in. Right here. This is Wailua Falls. Beautiful. We made it, hot and sweaty. I'm relieved this is the end of the trail.
Nelly.
I think so. Some steps over there. We are now at a bigger lava tube cave. We survived the hike, guys. It ended up being like a 2-hour hike. Ooh.
I'm glad I put my
John was going to wear thongs in here. It's going to be very dark. They gave us a torch. It was $15 US per person to come in. Obviously it's a lot bigger than that little one on the side of the road. I see you. So it is our last morning in Maui. We just went out for breakfast and then came back to the room and packed up. Also, this is my new shirt. So I thought I'd just give you guys a quick little room tour of our room. So this is called the guest house in Maui. So it's actually a house, like a communal house, and then there's a bunch of different rooms. So this is our room. So we've got double bed and then there's also a third bed, I suppose. So I assume this room can hold 3 people. Then over here we've got like our desk area, cupboard which has heaps of space, and then we've got our bathroom and lots of shower space, which we love. I think the biggest thing that hit us when we came in here was how big it was for like a accommodation room. So this is a other little area which is like a table and fridge. So overall we'd definitely recommend staying here. It's 1 street back from the beach and really central in terms of like getting to food places, but you probably would need a car if you know what I mean, like otherwise you'd be Ubering everywhere. But yeah, we're about to check out and head to Kona. It's about a 30-minute flight, so we'll check back in with you when we're there. We just got to our room in Kona. So this is firstly as you walk in, it's a little kitchenette, which I haven't really explored yet. Nope, nothing in there. Bathroom. Basic shower. This is the deluxe ocean view room. And they gave us 2 double beds, which is just lovely.
My bed.
I don't even know why they did that. Anyway, best part of course is that we got an ocean view room. So that's beautiful, isn't it? It's the most pretty flight coming in, like blue water, white sand, and then like the lava rocks everywhere, like the dried lava. That's nice. Good morning, guys. So we got up very early this morning at 3 a.m. and got in the car because we're staying at Kona. We really wanted to spend the day here. And if you don't know where I am, this is the Volcano National Park. So yeah, it was like a 2-hour drive, 2 and a bit. So we knew we had to get up super early because we wanted to try and see the lava because we knew there was an eruption. So we wanted to try and see the lava when it was dark. But it just took so long. So by the time we got here, the sun was coming up, but we still got like a good view of it. And there was people just here that had a telescope set up. So we got to look through that and you could see the lava like spurting and it was really cool. So I think we got here at a good time. And now we have the place to ourselves for like a hot minute. I can see some people walking down now, but yeah, so cool. So we're going to spend the day exploring this national park. And then our plan is to get back to the hotel at a reasonable time so we can chill by the pool and have a nap because I think by then we're going to be very tired. But yeah, how awesome is that? We just hiked down from like right up the top. So we're actually on the floor of the volcano. There's John. He's walking towards that steam vent that there was clearly a sign saying not to go towards. But he lives to break the rules. How amazing is this though? Like, look how thick the lava beds are. We're just saying it looks like cracked bitumen. Honestly amazing. Like the size of this is just incredible. I feel like an ant. Well, John looks like an ant. He's not that far away from me. This whole hike is 4 miles. We did a 6-mile hike the other day in the heat and it's not a vibe. It's actually really cold here. That's why I'm wearing a jumper. This morning I was freezing, like it just was not enough. But yeah, the whole loop of this track is 4 miles and I was like, sorry, not before breakfast because it's literally like 7:30 in the morning. I've been up since 3 a.m. have not eaten. That's a lie. I had a protein bar at 4 a.m. I'm definitely ready for brekkie, you know. He said it feels like a sauna. I just walked over this and I was like, why is it so warm? And I looked back and it's like there's steam coming out of these white rocks. Yep. This is just so cool, guys. Good morning and welcome to our last day of holidays. How do you feel, babe?
Hungry. Currently hungry.
We just got ready. We're going to go and get some brekkie. We're checking out of our Kona accommodation today and then flying back to Honolulu for the night because we have an early morning flight tomorrow. But yeah, it's like bittersweet where there's things we're looking forward to about going home, but we've honestly loved our time here and everything we've done we've loved. Yesterday I definitely had a bit of like a tired and flat day. I think everything from the trip has just caught up with me. So I didn't vlog yesterday, but all we did was basically in the morning
All we did.
We did a lot.
All we did. We were
Yeah.
just on a 4.2 kilometer mountain,
Yeah.
stargazing and looking at the sunset.
All right. Just interrupt me. No, in the morning we woke up and did a yoga class because the resort here. I'm just gonna put you down though because my arm's about to drop off. There we go. Yeah, so we did a yoga class in the morning and unfortunately I got the only spot on the deck that was like in full sun. So I was so hot and sweating. But it was good. It was nice to do a stretch because I feel like, you know, with all the traveling and stuff, you know, our bodies were just so tight and like my hips have been giving me a lot of grief with all the walking we've been doing. So yeah, that was really good. And then we had breakfast and when we were at breakfast, like there was, because our hotel here is literally on the coast, like straight on the water. There was like spinner dolphins just off the shore feeding, like a huge pod, and they were like jumping out of the water and they were there the whole time we were at breakfast and it was just like so cool because you just definitely don't see that every day. And then we decided, because we had the morning free, because we had an afternoon tour, we decided to go to the gym and I wrote us like a dumbbell workout because the gym room here was literally just like a rack of dumbbells and 2 treadmills. That's it. But we did a really good workout and my butt is so sore today. And then we had our tour, which was amazing. We did a summit tour for Mauna Kea, which is the highest mountain in Hawaii. And it's I don't know the exact amount, but it's 4,200 meters. I think it's 4,207 from memory. So basically what we had to do, it was like a huge tour. We got picked up at 2:15 and we didn't get back till 9:30 p.m. So the tour took us out there to the visitor center, which is our first stop, and we had to what's it called? Acclimate. That's it. I keep saying acclimatize, but it's acclimate to the altitude. Okay. And we're wandering around and looking at the signs and stuff because we had to be there for 45 minutes, and our heart rates were elevated, obviously, trying to get used to being so high. And there was this sign that was like, do not do this, do not go to the summit if you're blah, blah, blah and pregnant. And I was like, great, we've just paid a lot of money for this tour and this is telling me I shouldn't do it. But I was like, I feel fine. I'm going to go. It's fine. And then we went, and it's like obviously the scariest drive because you were so high up, but I felt very safe with our tour guide. He was great. He wasn't doing anything crazy. He was very safe on the road. And then we got there, and then John was actually the one that got sick. He got altitude sickness, so he was just really lightheaded and didn't feel well. But you know, we just sat down a lot, sat in the bus because it was fucking freezing. Like he said it was 6 degrees, the tour guide, but it felt like 4 with the wind chill. Yeah.
I checked online and it said it was 0, so.
Yeah, that might not have been right. I don't know.
The way you were acting, it was 0.
I had rips in my jeans and I was like, this sucks. My legs felt so cold. And he gave us, included in the tour was like a big puffer jacket, and I already had my jacket underneath. So I had my shirt, my jacket, a puffer jacket, my jeans, which just felt like they were doing nothing. And it was just like freezing still. But yeah, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Like, loved it. We got to see the sunset up there, and it's just the most beautiful sunset I've seen in my entire life. Like, I would 100% recommend doing the tour if you're coming to Kona or the Big Island. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing it yourself. There were people up there that had just hired cars and were driving up on their own. I would never recommend that. I think it feels a lot safer going with the tour guide. Plus, they know the best spots to go, and you know, they give you a lot of information about the mountain as well.
Comes with the professional photos?
It also comes with photos. So we got really beautiful photos of John and I at the sunset, and then there was like a stargazing portion of the tour. So once all the cars had gone down, because you have to go down at sunset because all the telescopes open up the top, so it's literally the park rangers tell you to leave. So we went down a bit further for a stargazing portion of the tour, and like, we've never seen so many stars in our life. Like, it was beautiful. Like, we saw the entire Milky Way going across the sky, and it's just a once in a lifetime experience, which has been most of the tours we've done here, to be honest, but it was beautiful. So highly recommend that. I have recommended it on my Instagram as well if you want the exact tour that we did, which I'm going to save in a highlight so you can go back to it in the future. But yeah, we're going to go. You're all caught up. That was the day yesterday, but I just did not feel like vlogging yesterday. That was only the second day I've taken off vlogging this whole tour. It was a tour created by me, this whole holiday.
It's Alex's world, we're just living in it.
Yeah. I mean, I've planned a great holiday. You can't deny me that.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time planning this trip and it's paid off. Like, everything we've done is so great.
I love it how you were just like, validate me. I'm like, no, I think it's been amazing.
Yeah, we've loved it.
Say it to the vlog. Say I've been good.
It's so weird. Like, we do want to go home and I want to see the kids, but you know, it's bittersweet because we've loved our time here and we would definitely come back. So yeah. Anyway, let's go eat. We're hungry. We just checked into our very last hotel of our holiday, which is the Ohana Waikiki East. Now this one is in a much better location than our last Honolulu hotel. It is just a small room, as they all have been, to be honest. So that's when you walk in. but it's like quite nice. Everything's nice. We don't have a view of any kind, which is fine. So we're literally just here for one night. It clearly used to be the pool, but she said it's under renovations right now. And then just a very small but user-friendly bathroom. We're gonna make the most of our last afternoon and head down to the beach, have a snack, and then come back. So we've got an early dinner booked. We just had our last swim of our trip. Thought we would make the most of it because we didn't have much time or something, but you know, it's just stunning. Stunning. So we just went in the water for a bit and now we're gonna head back to the hotel and get ready for dinner.